And now joining the show, he is Kevin Durant's manager, business partner, the co-founder of 35 Ventures, the Sports Business Media Network, the Boardroom. Rich Kleiman, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Rachel. I am so happy to finally be on the jump. We talked about this forever.
We have had all of these misconnections. Here you are. You're reminding me of New York, the home base I had for so long behind you. I love your backdrop. And there's a very cool partnership you're here to announce. Why don't you get to it?
Yeah, we're announcing our investment and partnership with Just Women's Sports, and we are incredibly excited. This was a big investment for our team. You know, we have a portfolio of about 70 companies, and some companies are just strategic investments. And some of them we try to activate around where it's appropriate. And some of them, like this, are not only, it's something passionate for us, but the founder is an incredible founder. The concept is great. The business model is great. And, you know, beyond the fact that we want to invest in women's sports, this was a great investment. And the founder was somebody that we knew we had to kind of find a way to work together with.
Yeah, women's stories are compelling stories, and there is no doubt that there will be all kinds of people interested in what you guys produce here. I really can't wait for this. There's also, of course, several other companies you run with Kevin Durant. You have worked with him for years and years now. And I think Kevin's off-court personality is still an enigma to a lot of people. So what can you share about working with him day in and day out that might help people get to know him better?
I mean, you know, it's funny because a lot of times people will tell me they feel like they don't know KD or they want to get to know the real KD. But you know, to me, I don't know any other athlete that's as honest and open and real. And, you know, you see what it is. He's a human being. So, you know, for me, he's not an enigma. You know, he's a real dude. He has real feelings. And, you know, we talk so much that it's very fluid. And it's not the kind of thing where we talk about something that happened on Twitter as much as like, that's my man, you know, and regardless of what goes on, like we know who he is and he knows who he is. And people that really know KD don't get caught up in all of the kind of rest of the drama that comes with it. But at the same time, we all understand it and he understands it.
Well, fans have been getting a little bit more of those unvarnished conversations I know you have with him because KD and your Boardroom imprint, pretty consistent fan interaction on Twitter Spaces lately. What's the idea behind digging into that platform for you guys?
I mean, we're digging into every platform. I mean, I think the conversation for Boardroom is an important one. I think that it's never been more fascinating to know what these guys are doing off the court, to do what these women are doing off the court, to see what's happening in the venture capital world as it relates to sports, health and wellness, business. You know, and for us, that's impacting on Twitter, that's on Clubhouse, that's on IG, that's on YouTube, and it all lives on boardroom.tv. But obviously Twitter is somewhere where, you know, KD has famously thrived and somebody knows how to use the platform and has a big fan base on the platform. And, you know, I think certain dialogue around Boardroom fits better on certain platforms. And for Kevin and his co-host Eddie on Et Cetera's Twitter Spaces is perfect.
It's been really fun to drop in and listen to those. I recommend them for everyone. What is it about Kevin that, as you mentioned, he does engage with fans probably more than almost anyone else in the NBA? How come?
I mean, that's what social media is for. I mean, I think that like sometimes people want a bit more of a complicated answer from KD. But when you're on your phone, as much as we all are,
yep.
And you don't care about being out there and responding and being who you are, like what comes with that is the same thing that comes with all of us. You know, we sometimes say things we don't mean, and sometimes we say things we mean, but maybe we wouldn't have said at that time. But also it's entertainment, you know, and I think for Kevin, like the fans for the most part love it. He loves it. If you really look at what he's talking about, it's basketball, you know, and that's what he'll talk about till the day he dies. So, you know, again, I love every bit of it. I mean, I think, you know, for all the negativity that gets talked about, there's so much positivity and incredible conversation. Kevin's met people that we've ended up hiring at 35 Ventures. Kevin's met people that have gone on to be fast friends and, you know, athletes that when they were younger, he was just reaching out and showing love. And now they're, you know, entering the league. And I think that's the beauty of, you know, how he uses the platform.
That's pretty incredible that has ended in an actual workplace situation. That's very cool. Before you go, I do need to ask you, because I've seen you courtside at several Nets games this season. You are an avid watcher. Injury issues, of course, has been the theme in Brooklyn. We've had James Harden currently nursing that hamstring issue. How confident are you that the big three, they've only played 6.5 games together, can be healthy when it counts during the playoffs?
I mean, I'm, of course, incredibly confident. I mean, beyond just the three of them, I'm confident in the whole team. I love this team. I love this organization. It's been an incredible experience as a fan and somebody that's worked with Kevin now in 3 different teams to see what's great about 3 different organizations. And, to see 3 players that are so elite at what they do. It could be basketball, it could be anything. I enjoy watching people that are so good at what they do. And to see the IQ that KD, Kyrie, James have, to know that they're coached by somebody who also played at the highest level. For me, I'm enjoying watching this. To be able to see Kyrie Irving live, to watch him courtside, like, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I watched that and I'm amazed by it. And if anything, I think the 3 of them will seamlessly integrate, because it's not just being on the court. Part of meshing is watching film together, talking, knowing each other, watching each other's games. And these guys are savants. They're of the highest IQ, so it won't be a problem.
Well, it's certainly going to be fun to watch. Fun to watch all the stuff that 35 Ventures is getting into, particularly this partnership. You guys are not only elevating women's sports, telling women's stories, but really saying to the world, hey, this is a great business to be in. And I think there hasn't been enough of that lately as well. So you guys being a leader in that space, I think is going to have a ripple effect. So thank you for that. And thanks for joining us today, Rich.
Thank you. JustWomenSports.com. I got to plug it. Thanks, Rachel.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon in Brooklyn.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.